If you're struggling with high PPC costs or you're just launching your product and you want to understand how you can achieve a good PPC performance, then this video is for you. Since my last PPC video, quite a few people have reached out to me with a problem that their Amazon PPC campaigns cost them way too much money. And that's why I want to show you today how you can make your PPC campaigns more profitable. So let's take a look together at this page to understand the importance of PPC. Here marked in red, you can see that 50% of what customers see on Amazon are PPC spaces, where they pay per click. And the green spaces are our organic spaces where we want to rank and where we don't have to pay for clicks eventually. So this is where we want to rank on these organic green spaces here. And there is a fight, a battle for these spots. And we're going to discuss today how you can get an unfair advantage over your competition and how you can get one of these organic spots on page one while, and that's important, your PPC costs aren't eating your margins. Now there is a very important aspect that we need to understand first, and I'm happy to address it because I was scrolling through a Facebook group last week and some people were actually discussing if PPC is necessary to rank organically, and I actually couldn't believe it. So if you're one of them, then listen up now. So when you are starting to sell a new product, your product is going to rank depending on the keyword, somewhere on page 8 or page 10, page 20, depends on the niche as well, somewhere where nobody finds it actually. So let's make an example, and let's say for the keyword drinking bottle 1 liter, we have, after launching the product, the position 160, it's somewhere on page 7, and for drinking bottle, here's the example that we are starting on position 200, let's say. And as you know from how you use Amazon yourself, nobody goes all the way to page 7, 8, 9 to buy products. And now what we want to achieve is to get a position on the first page on Amazon. And in order to get these organic front positions, you need to make sales, but you don't make enough sales when you're back there. You're actually making no sales, so you're never going to show up in these front positions. And that's why we are using PPC. And by that, we are buying visibility, and then we are getting clicks and we are getting sales. And by that, Amazon realizes, like this product is relevant for customers that used the search term, let's say the search term drinking bottle 1 liter, because we get clicks and we make sales. We build a search history, and then Amazon realizes, okay, this product is relevant for this keyword, and then your ranking increases for this keyword. And by the way, it also works for related keywords that you have in your listing. They also get some energy if you make a sale on keyword drinking bottle 1 liter. So this is also something that not too many people know. So that is what I'm showing you here with the following graphs. So we make a sale here, we get energy for the other keywords as well. And for each sale, we're getting more and more relevance and thus organic ranking from Amazon. So now we know that it's very important that our products are showing up in these PPC spots. But now your problem might be that you show up because, for example, you have extremely high bids. But in that case now you're paying so much for your visibility that you're hardly profitable. And I want to explain you what you can do in order to reduce these costs. First of all, I want you to know that PPC can't do miracles. If you have a bad product, and we will later talk about what that means, if you aren't marketing your product properly, PPC won't help you. So every step of your business, of marketing, of everything included selling on Amazon, needs to be done properly, and only then Amazon PPC is going to help you. And then it's guaranteeing you a long-term success as well. But the base, the foundation needs to be there and set up properly. And the second thing we need to understand is that there is a reason why there are so many PPC spots, the 50% that you have seen earlier. And that is obviously because Amazon wants to make money, which is the fundamental aim of every company. But for us, that means something very important. If we make Amazon more money, then we will show it up there. And the trick is not to increase the bids and spend even more money. There's another way to get visibility while not overspending on PPC. And let me explain that. Let's say this is our situation, a simplified Amazon page 1. Here's a PPC spot and 3 organic ranks, and we're down here, let's say on page 8. Now our goal is to get to these organic spots as fast as possible, and as we know, we need PPC for that. Now let's say we are setting up our PPC campaign and we are displayed up here on that PPC spot, and now let's make the following scenario. Let's say we get 100 impressions, and from these 100 impressions we are getting 10 clicks from the customers on our product, and then we make 2 purchases from these 10 clicks, meaning we have a conversion rate of 20%. And now it's crucial to understand that Amazon matches the conversion rate of these different offers. So now in our scenario, we have the conversion rate of 20%, and it compares that to the conversion rate of the other products for this keyword. So let's say this product here has a conversion rate of 24%, this one of 22%, and then we make 2 more sales, and our product in that case goes up to a conversion rate of 23%. And then our product makes more sales and moves up in the organic ranking. And this is the principle of how products rank. It's a bit more complex than that, but you get the idea. We use PPC to get organic ranking, and the better our sales history compared to our competitors is, the better we rank. And now you're probably already thinking of the right question. How do we manage to secure these PPC placements with as little money as possible? And the key is to take a closer look at how these PPC placements are allocated. Now, obviously, everybody wants to be on that number 1 spot. Product A, product B, product C. They all want to be there. And we learned earlier that Amazon wants to make as much money as possible. So you might think that you need to have the highest bid, and that actually is the first wrong belief that people have. And why is that wrong? Let me illustrate how it works. So let's assume all products that are competing for that PPC spot, they all get 100 impressions. And let's assume in the first case, so product A gets 5 clicks after 100 impressions. And then in that case, we have a click-through rate of 5%. This is one of the most important metrics that we need to know when it comes to PPC. Then the second bottle has 100 impressions as well, gets 2 clicks, so has a click-through rate of 2%. And we have 100 impressions as well. We get 10 clicks, which means we have a click-through rate of 10%. Now the first product has a bid of 70 cents, the second of $1, and we bid, let's say, 50 cents per click. So who do you think now will be shown in the PPC spot most of the times? I'll give you a second. And if you now believe it's product B because it has the highest bid, that's wrong. We have to remember Amazon wants to make the most money possible. So let's calculate how much Amazon has earned. With product A, Amazon has earned $3.50. With product B, Amazon has earned $1. And with our product and with our high click-through rate, Amazon has earned $5. So it's our product that gets the most visibility because we make Amazon the most money. And now the competitors might actually do a fatal mistake and think, I'll bid more money now to get more visibility. So he bids, let's say, $1.50. But that also doesn't help. As you can see here, the CTR is still too bad. He still is going to pay more, but not getting more visibility. And we will have that because we have a higher click-through rate. So that's a big mistake. I'll talk about that in a second. In that case, we don't want to increase our bids. And now here's the magic of doing PPC on Amazon, having low marketing costs. In order to achieve that, you need to have a high click-through rate on your PPC ads. And then it doesn't matter if guy B decides to bid $3, we still get more visibility because we have that higher click-through rate. And actually, you can go through your campaigns right now. If you see that you have for some keywords a click-through rate of 2 to 3%, you can actually save money by lowering your bids, and you'll still get these top spots, these top PPC spots. And in a second, we will talk about how we can achieve a higher click-through rate. But for now, I want to give you 4 important tips to increase your Amazon PPC performance. So if your click-through rate right now is bad for some keywords, let's say it's below 1%, the solution is not to increase your bids, because as we have seen, that will long-term waste your money. The goal needs to be to do measurements to increase your click-through rate. And the second point is you might have high PPC costs because of the following reason. Let's say you're selling the 1 liter drinking bottle and you bid on the short tail keyword drinking bottle. So your product now shows up for drinking bottle, but the customer wants, for example, different kinds of drinking bottles. So let's say the 2 liter drinking bottle. So the problem is that the keyword drinking bottle itself does not accurately represent your product. So you end up with a poor click-through rate again, and you have to raise your bids to get clicks, which we don't want. And then you're wondering why you're only getting clicks for €3. So it's crucial to target the keywords that precisely describe your product. and often that's not the short tail keyword. Instead, we want to focus on the long tail keywords that describe your product perfectly, like water bottle 1 liter. And then secondly, another reason here that I wanted to give you is obviously the prices for the short tail keywords are higher because everybody uses them, and that's why also you want to focus on the long tail keywords. And another mistake I see sellers do sometimes is that they usually focus on too few keywords. And we have to obviously know that there are many synonyms and related keywords that we can target and that describe our product. And the more keywords we target, the more likely it is that we have keywords included that our competitors have not thought of. And this will eventually make your ad placements more affordable because we include those long tail keywords that have often a lower search volume and then less competition and lower click prices. And the last thing is, if your click-through rate is below 1% and your conversion rate is below 5%, then something is going seriously wrong. And that might be that your product is not wanted by the customers, or it's too comparable because you're selling a very similar or the same product than others. And then customers will automatically only compare reviews and prices, and then you're in a battle for the cheapest price, for example, and we don't want to do that. And the customers might not give you the edge when you're not the person who offers it for the cheapest price and who has the highest amount of reviews. And therefore, in these situations, you'll never bring your PPC costs down. And now, what I talked about might already give you an idea of what we can do to achieve a better click-through rate. And I'll talk about that right now. So then the next question that I want to discuss with you is how we get this higher click-through rate. And in order to find that out, we need to look at the aspects that we can influence when a customer sees our PPC campaign. And that is, as you can see here, the customers, when we have a PPC campaign, can only see certain things. And that is the picture, and by the picture our product, the price, the title, and then also the rating. And by this I mean the amount of reviews and also the quality of reviews. And these are the metrics we can influence. And our potential customers have to like your metrics, our metrics, more than the metrics of the other product. And that will be the key to be successful. And now what the key to a higher click-through rate is what we are discussing intensively in my coaching program and also for your individual cases. But what I can tell you here, it's getting clear when we look at this garlic press. So you can think about it. Which product will the customer buy here? You can take a guess. And in my opinion, it is obvious that the customer is going to decide to buy the cheaper one that has more reviews. And why is that? It's because they both have the same functionality. They both look the same. They both get the job done. And there's no significant difference, no real reason to why I should buy the one with less reviews and a higher price. And now guess how your click-through rate is going to be when you start selling a new garlic press. It's going to be horrible because this is a product where there's no significant difference in these products. So usually there will be this battle for the cheaper price, and there is nothing you can offer with your product that is going to convince the customer to buy yours. So your click-through rate will be horrible, the click prices will be very high. And now when we look at these examples, it will be different with these chairs here. Which product do you think is going to be bought here by the customer? And I would say the answer is they pick the one that fits their needs best. Here it doesn't matter that the left one has less reviews and is more expensive because it has a different and new target group. It has a useful differentiation. It's higher, it's ergonomic, it has back support, and there is a reason why people will click on this left chair compared to the garlic press where there is no real reason. So here your click-through rate will be higher, and that's why you can afford lower bids, as we have discussed. And basically, if you offer a mediocre or an identical product in a saturated market, your click-through rate and consequently your PPC performance will be terrible. That's what we need to know. What I want you to take away from this video is that you need the right business foundation, and that is your unique product idea that fulfills specific criteria and stands out compared to the competition. And that will be the key to your Amazon PPC success and also to a higher click-through rate. And what else you can do to achieve better results with your PPC campaign and your product in general is what I discuss with my students individually for their product in my FBA coaching program. So if you're interested in that, you can book a call with me or sign up for the program on my website. You find the link in the video description. And if you're launching your product right now and want to know how you can set up your PPC structure, then I can recommend you watching this video